Today we are talking about what makes a good website, and we've got a case study that we did with an actual client of a new website that we designed, and our guest presenter today is Kyle Rhodes. So thanks for joining us. So This client is Innovative Kitchen and Bath. This is a look at their new website, and we will be talking about their old website briefly, but we've been working with this client for 5 or 6 years now. And we noticed that their website was getting really outdated and they needed a new website. And we went and contacted the owner of Innovative Kitchen and Bath, and he agreed and said that he really would like a site that would make a better impression for new customers that visited his website, that would generate more leads and really give customers a clear idea of how they help their customers. So, Kyle, so we noticed that there was a bunch of issues on their old website. Do you want to show us their old website and then just kind of walk us through?
Yeah, here we can see their old website, and we see a few issues right off the bat here. We see the navigation menu up here. It's just cluttered. There's a lot of stuff going on, and it's hard to really clearly see the important things like contact us. And it just kind of gets lost in the mess of all this information. And we've seen that in a lot of websites where as time goes on, we just put more and more things up in the top of the website. Important things, but then they just drown out.
Well, the other thing that I noticed is that there's no people.
Indeed, yeah. This image here is a nice new kitchen, but doesn't really have an aspirational message behind it. You don't see people enjoying it, and you can't really live into that image as much as a photo with people present.
Right. What were some other things you saw with the site, Kyle?
So this background image, as you scroll down, it's just kind of messy, image on image, cluttered. We look down here into the footer, and it's just kind of a mess. All these logos just kind of hucked down here.
So for those who aren't in the know, the footer is the bottom part of the website. So we call the footer the bottom part, and the header is that top section where it has the logo. Yeah.
Another issue we saw here real quick is there's not a lot here on this homepage. You kind of got to dig through all these pages to really get a sense of what they do and how they can help me. And that's a really important thing. You want to kind of give them a taste of what you do right on the homepage. Otherwise, they just often won't take the time to really dig for all this information.
Right. You're making them work.
Yeah. So that's the main thing I saw.
Got it. So we gave them a new website. So that process started with a meeting where we worked with the owner to clarify their marketing message. Here, their message, it just says building the kitchen and bath of your dreams. That's okay, just doesn't really pop, right? So we clarified the messaging using the StoryBrand process, and then it was turned over to you. So what are some things that that you want to talk about in terms of your process in terms of designing?
Totally. So I went ahead and I mocked all this website that you see here in a design software. And in that space, I was able to really pare down and just simplify the design. As you see here, our menu, it's nested into different options here, and it's shortened and clarified so that the most important things are right there and accessible. And especially contact and book consultation, they really pop.
Right. So there's a lot less things there. And then also the call to action is, instead of services from the old site, if you flip back to the old site real quick, it says our services. Now flip back to the new site. It says visit our showroom. And that's really what they want you to do. So this is the opening graphic. You call this the hero image, right? So this is super critical to get this right.
Yeah,
what I think is interesting about this is, in the other one, it was featuring the kitchen. This one is featuring the customer.
Exactly. It's aspirational, and it really gets to the core of what motivates people is they want to enjoy that space. They want to really have the pleasure of being in it. And that's what we wanted to capture with the
Sure.
design.
Yeah. Do you want to take us on a little tour as you go down
we can
further?
move down the screen a little bit. And here we see all their services.
So let me stop you right there.
Laid out.
I really like the way that you transitioned in this particular from that photo. As you scroll down, you've got the way that you integrated that countertop into the next section. That's pretty clever.
Thanks. Yeah, I definitely had fun with quality imagery that made this design really pop, I think.
Yeah. So go ahead. So this is a section that describes all their services.
Yeah, we just have a brief overview of their services, which you can click on each one and find what you're interested in, just real quick. And then moving down, we have some content sections that really talk about what makes Innovative Kitchen and Bath stand out and really why you'd want to do business with them. Here we talk about it's your one-stop shop for creating the kitchen and bath of your dreams. Really aspirational, and it's talking about how you have a dream and they make it possible, and they take care of the design, they take care of the construction, every part of it is all taken care of by them. So that's important for them.
And I like the image that you have because it's about enjoying the kitchen, not about the kitchen itself. It's about what most customers really want. It's like, we want to enjoy the kitchen, and that's really why we're doing this.
Here we have the craftsmanship done right the first time, enjoy for a lifetime. They're going to do it right. They're not going to just cheap out. You can count on them.
That was important. Yeah, that was an important message as well, because I think in remodeling contractors, there's a sort of a fear that I could hire somebody that might not do it right.
Exactly. They're an established company that does it right, and you can really count on them. And then talks about your remodeling experience, how you can live in it comfortably. They're not going to make you find a hotel. That's important.
Right.
And then here we have their affiliated companies, their trust factors listed out just in a clean, simple way compared to
those are organizations. Here. Yeah, that really changed that a lot. So those are the organizations they're affiliated with, like Kitchen and Bath Association, Master Builders Association. Yeah.
Exactly. So that just builds trust when they see those affiliations.
Now tell us about this section.
Yeah, this is really key. This is our 3-step process, and we always try to boil down any company's process into 3 steps. That way it's easy to understand. When you get any longer than that, it's just you kind of tend to lose people. So we boiled it down to free consultation, design presentation, and then project completion. And it's just simple, understandable. And we don't boil down every single step that the company does, but we really focus on the steps for the client, the customer. Right. And it's not too much information.
So they can wrap their brain around the process.
Exactly. And it's all about completion and the aspiration of that.
Right.
Here we just give them a taste of the recent work, which is something in the previous site you really had to do some digging for it, but on the homepage we just quickly have a slider here. You can really see, wow, these guys do great work, and you just get a little taste, and you can click on that.
Yeah.
More.
So it's more proof of their work.
Yes, that's important. As well as
actual testimonials.
Yeah, the social proof is really key for any website to just build that trust. When you say, wow, these people are doing exactly what I did, and they had really great results, I can count on them to do the same thing for me. Which is really important for any client. And as you reach the bottom here, there's another call to action, which is a transitional call to action. Instead of, hey, maybe I'm not ready to book that consultation, but I am interested in exploring my options and learning more, so I can visit their showroom. And
so we've got Kirkland. They're located in Kirkland, Washington. We've got their hours. You've got some nice photos. And then you've got the location, you've got the front, you've got a Google map with the location. So you make it really easy for people to digest this information.
Exactly. Contact form. And then at the bottom, we have contact information cleanly laid out as well on all the pages, as well as social media. So that's important because on the previous page, it's just kind of a mess and it got lost in all this information.
It really was a mess. It was one of those things where they kept having us add stuff over time.
Mm-hmm. And that happens, and that's okay.
So, yeah. So are we ready to talk about results? So, I've talked to the owner several times recently. We finished this project about 2 months ago, and he said that he is really very pleased with the design, and he finds that the customers really have they're very well informed about all the services that they offer before they even come in. And this site is consistently generating new leads for them. We actually run advertising for this client as well on Google and other means, and we see that this does consistently generate leads for them. And of course, at the end of the day, that's what this is all about, right? It's generating leads and generating new customers. So yeah, this was a great project, Kyle. I really like the way this turned out. And you did also touch up their logo a little bit, I noticed as well. You want to flip back to the old version of the logo?
Yeah, we just kind of tweaked the color of the font here and the size of the...
It really pops. I think it really pops just by changing that gray to white. You really made that logo pop. That's good. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
That was pretty much what we were able to do for them. And I think it's just an example of the way we continue to raise the bar on our design quality here at Biz Marketing.
Yeah. So I would offer any company that wants to explore getting a new website, we'd love to have a consultation with you. We could do an audit on your current website. Maybe it just needs a bit of a facelift, or maybe you need a whole new website. But we can certainly give you some feedback on that for free. And we'll give you an honest assessment. We're not going to tell you need a brand new one if you don't. But it really is important to have a site that clearly articulates how you help the customer, and you just got to make it easy for them to figure out how to do business with you. So Kyle, thanks again for your time today. If anybody wants to get a free consultation, just go to our website, bizmarketing.com, bizmktg.com, and there's a button, book consultation.